welcome to my channel, and today we will do the mission 7 of Flight Simulator X16 edition. In the last video we stopped in mission 6. If you don't saw yet, go there and watch the video. And in this mission, called the Introduction to Soaring, we will learn how to fly a glider. And let's go to the briefing here and read the overview about this mission. So, estimate time of the mission is 30 minutes. Aircraft DG-8008S competition sailplane. And the resume is here. Says, have you ever dreamed of soaring like an eagle? Here's your chance. In this tutorial you will learn how to fly a glider, an engineless aircraft designed to ride on the wind. The tutorial begins on the ground at Minden Airport in Minden, Nevada. You will get hauled aloft by a tow plane, then learn to find and use thermals, reed lift and wave lift to stay aloft and fly across country. After flying west toward Lake Tahoe, we will turn around and return to Minden for landing. Before flying this tutorial, flight tutorial 1.5 details. Let's see something interesting for us in this mission. Thermal speed is 40 to 80 knots. Cruising speed is 100 knots. Maximum speed 140 knots. Descent speed 8 knots or greater. Touchdown speed 60 knots. Some command is important. And town plane. To request the town plane, we will have to press Ctrl Shift Yankee, land gear Golf, release town rope Shift Yankee, and spoiler. Okay, I have charts. Let's see. Here we have a chart from Jepson, of our valley. So nothing more important. Let's fly.
Welcome to Minden, Nevada, just across the ridge from beautiful Lake Tahoe. Minden is world-renowned for its soaring conditions, and many records have been set here over the years. Today looks like a great day for a lesson. You're sitting in the DG-808S, a state-of-the-art glider built for competition soaring. Today you'll get familiar with the features and flying characteristics of this sophisticated aircraft. The most obvious difference between a glider and a powered aircraft is its lack of an engine. To get in the air, you'll be towed aloft by another aircraft known as a tow plane or tug. Press Ctrl-Shift-Y now to let the tow plane know you're ready for takeoff. Once you're moving, expect the glider to lift off much sooner than the tow plane. Be patient and just level out while the tow plane gains speed.
So we are here on the airport. To request the town plane, you have to press Ctrl Shift Yankee. That's there.
There you go.
Try to maintain the wings level. You can touch down the ground.
You're airborne.
Take off.
Level off until the tow plane is off the ground. That beeping you're hearing is the variometer. I'll explain it later. There he goes. Just stay right behind the tow plane. Don't get too far above, below, or off to the side. If you're not careful, you can pull the tug off course. Done properly, he won't even know you're there. Go ahead and raise the landing gear now by pressing G.
Gear up.
Visualize a box around the tow plane and try to keep the glider in that box at all times. You'll know you're getting outside that box when you can see the sides, top, or bottom of the tow plane. It's best to stay just a bit high in the tow. The weight from the tow plane's wings flows downward, so staying high will keep you in smooth air. You've only paid for a tow to 2,500 feet above the ground, so he'll expect you to release at that height. That's about 7,200 feet on the altimeter. The tow rope release is the yellow knob on the bottom left side of the instrument panel. To release the rope, you can click it or press Shift Y, but don't touch it until you're at altitude. That would make for an awfully short flight. Speaking of shorter than expected flights, there comes a time in every glider pilot's career when he doesn't make it back to the airfield as intended. Either through bad decision making or lack of lift, he or she has to put the glider down in the field. This is called landing out. It's actually quite routine in cross-country soaring, but it's embarrassing nonetheless.
So all we have to do here is wait until the down plane arrives at the currents rising over there. Once you arrive there, we will use the thermal system to get high and maintain our flight for more time. The sounds in the glider indicates that we are rising. When the sound increase the frequency, means that we are get higher. So you use that as a reference for our flight in the thermal system.
Okay, you're nearing 7,200 feet. Time to release from the tow rope. Pull the yellow knob to release the rope, then make a gentle right turn.
So we arrive at the field. Let's release the rope and this button. Okay, released. The down plane
Nicely done.
return.
Now level off and trim the glider to fly at 80 knots. Now that you're on your own and powerless, you'll need to find rising air to stay aloft. Keep flying straight and level, and I'll explain what to do next. Rising air, or lift, comes in a few different forms. The most common variety is a thermal. A thermal is simply a volume of air that's been heated by the sun and is hotter than the surrounding air. This causes it to rise into the sky in a column. On a sunny day, if you see a soaring bird flying in circles without flapping its wings, it's because it's found a thermal. This is exactly what you'll attempt to do. You'll generally find thermals rising above surfaces that absorb the sun's heat more than the surrounding terrain. Plowed fields, rock outcroppings, or concrete areas are always good bets. There's a large thermal over the fields just west of here. Head west so you can find some lift. Just like a powered aircraft, this glider has a vertical speed indicator that shows how fast the glider is rising or descending. It also has a variometer, which is a more precise instrument that indicates the vertical speed of the air you're flying through. You'll find the variometer just below the airspeed indicator. There's also an audio cue to help you find and stay in rising air. Beeping means the air is rising. The higher pitch the beeping, the faster the air is moving upwards. A steady tone means the air is either still or descending. The lower the tone, the faster the air is sinking. With these aids, as soon as you enter or exit a thermal, you'll know it.
Okay, we arrive on the currents rising winds, so we have to surf in the winds now until we arrive at a certain altitude to go to the next thermal system. All we have to do is just fly in circles over here. Always rising, preferably. Let's return to the thermal. We lost a lot of altitude trying to find the thermal. Now once we have discovered where it is, we just have to fly in circles here to gain altitude to go to the next thermal system, as there are arrows pointing over there in the left corner. $80,000. Okay, let's try to climb into 90,000. At least 9,000, or maybe 10,000. It's interesting, has a sequence altitude, a safety altitude to go to the next thermal system. Keep climbing, keep climbing. $9,000. Remember, the idea is stay in the air the maximum time possible, using just the current rising air. Very nice, very nice. Now we are on the thermal, in the thermal. See how much altitude we are getting at that moment. It's all we have to do. Just here, look in the view, improving our skill, flying an aircraft, and feeling as a eagle. It's all we have to do. When we reach 10,000, we will go to the next thermal system. It asks 8,300, but I prefer rising more to be more safety. Okay, almost 10,000, so let's go there. And there is the next thermal system. Trying always to maintain 80 knots. We are not mooring the thermal system, so because of that we are losing our altitude. Let's try to reach the next one and keep climbing. The idea is always keep climbing, using just the thermal system and currents rising are. After that thermal system, probably we go to the next one in the mountains. And near the mountain, we will use the rising upwind. Arriving here, the next one. So let's rising a bit more to arrive in that gate over there. That is our target.
Okay. Feel that turbulence? That's the telltale sign that you're close to a thermal. Just keep flying level and you should hit lift. Ah, there it is. Now fly circles inside the thermal to keep gaining altitude. Ready to test your skill? Above you is a green gate. Keep gaining altitude until you can glide through it. The gate is at 8,300 feet. You'll need to clear all 7 gates to successfully complete this mission. The secret to maximizing your time in the thermal is to stay slow. Try and keep your speed at 80 knots. Pull back on the stick to slow down. You should also be using a lot of rudder in your turns to keep the wings as level as possible.
So I guess that we can reach the gate at this altitude. We have enough altitude to glide into there. So let's go there. Now the difficulty is to down the airplane. Let's try to decrease the speed. My god. Holy shit.
Watch your speed. Any faster and you'll overstress the airframe.
Oh, little bit, just little bit. Oh my god. Don't do it at home.
Nicely done. Now that you're familiar with thermals, it's time to explore another type of lift. Ridge lift. Fly west towards the mountains. There are 3 more gates there for you to fly through.
No. Let's try use now the upwind of the mountain.
Alright, you're over the foothills. You should be feeling some lift soon. Ah, there it is. Nice smooth ridge lift. To stay in this lift, turn and fly parallel to the mountain. When you feel the lift waning, turn away from the mountain and do it again. Ridge lift occurs when the wind is blowing up and over a hill or a mountain. This generates an area of rising air, or lift, on the windward side of that hill. Instead of circling like you would in a thermal, to make the most of ridge lift, you'll fly a back and forth pattern in front of the hill. You'll gain altitude with every pass. There are some dangers associated with ridge lift. You're flying in close proximity to the mountains, so there's no room for error. Always turn away from the hill. There are also turbulent areas of downward moving air on the downwind sides of hills and mountains. This sinking air can drag you right into the hillside, so always stay on the side of the mountains that the wind is blowing from. See the series of gates along this ridge? Keep climbing until you can clear them all on one pass.
So let's pass over the second gate right now and keep climbing.
There's one gate.
There are 7 gates that we have to fly over before landing at the airport. Now we are surfing in the wind of the mountain. We have to pay attention, as he said, because we are very near of the obstacle.
One more.
Let's pass over the 84. Nice. This type of flight is very, very, very nice. Imagine
Nicely done. Okay.
you don't have a throttle
For a bit.
making noise.
Over the ridge toward Lake Tahoe. See the last set of gates? Head in that direction. Trim the glider to fly at 100 knots. You may encounter some sink on the other side of the ridge. Just head west. There's plenty of lift on the other side. The last type of lift to know about is wave lift. Wave lift is similar to ridge lift, except it occurs much higher up, above and behind the ridge line. When air is disturbed, it acts a lot like water and creates ripples and waves. As an air mass moves up and over a mountain range, it pushes the air above it up and out of the way. This disturbance causes a wave motion that can extend out many miles. This is wave lift. Keep in mind, though, that the air masses between the waves are sinking. Many soaring altitude and distance records have been set after finding a good wave. It's a rare day you find a good wave, and today the winds are just right. Just keep heading west and watch for smooth rising air.
So let's try to reach the next thermal system over there, increase our altitude and pass over the last 3 gates, then return to the aerodrome.
Okay, there it is. A nice smooth wave of rising air. Slow again to 80 knots to get the most out of it. The waves run parallel to the mountain range. You can climb in the wave, flying the pattern much like you did on the ridge. Or you can just keep flying straight along the mountains. try and line yourself up to fly through the next set of gates. The first gate is at an altitude of 14,700 feet. Ready to learn some more about this glider? A heavier aircraft penetrates the air better as it has more inertia. This means more speed. Many racing sailplanes carry ballast so they can fly faster. Ballast is weight added to the aircraft in the form of water. This extra weight means the glider won't thermal as well, so sometimes in low lift areas you'll need to drop that extra weight. This is done by opening valves to jettison the water. Don't do it now as you'll need the speed to get home, but the valves are controlled by the chrome handles on the right side of the cockpit. Next subject, flaps. Lift itself creates drag, and drag slows you down. Gliders usually have an enormous amount of extra lift. When you fly fast, this extra lift isn't needed. It just slows you down. To reduce the lift, this glider features a negative flap setting. Once the flaps are at 0 degrees, just press F6 again to move the flaps into the negative range. To set the flaps to neutral again, press F5. Another way to reduce lift in gliders is by using the spoilers, vertical plates on top of the wings that can be extended to spoil the lift and cause drag. Spoilers are generally used to slow the glider down for the descent and landing. Modern gliders are so efficient that you have to do something to coax them to the ground. In the DG-808S, the spoilers are controlled by the blue handle on the left side of the cockpit.
We found a nice current rising here, and just fly over there, the gate 5, 6 and 7 in sequence.
That's one. And another. Very nice. One more.
So let's fly over the last one, and I think that after that we can return to the airport.
That's it. Well done. It's like magic, isn't it? No engine at all, and you've climbed this high. You can either keep soaring this wave or head back to Minden. It's up to you.
So if we go to the airport now, we have to lost 10,000 feet, 11,000 feet. We are too high, so let's go there. We're still in the thermal system. You can hear the noise of the alarm, saying that we are still increasing our altitude. Yes, now we are out of the thermal.
This is the perfect time for those negative flaps. Press F5, then F6, and watch your speed increase. Careful not to exceed 140 knots.
We set now the negative flap as he said. And applying that, we increase our drag in the glider. The glider was projected. The glider was made to fly with the minimum drag possible. And when you wanna landing the glider, it's not good. So there are some dispositives on the aircraft that permit or that we increase the drag to landing safely. Look, I'm just trying to decrease our altitude, and it don't go.
Alright, almost home. With this much extra altitude, you'll need some help getting down quickly. Fully extend the speed brakes by pressing the slash key and lower the nose to maintain at least 80 knots in the descent. For now, head right over the airport. That way you can make sure the runway is clear.
Let's open the speed brake now. As we can see over the wing, that is the spoiler of this aircraft. You can see that retract and goes up. That's literally just try the lift of the wing, making the aircraft down. To open the spoiler, you just have to press the slash button in your keyboard.
Approach the airport from the north and land on runway 12G. Use the grass strip so you're not in the way of powered aircraft. See that small grass strip next to runway 30? That's where you'll put it down. Looks clear. Go ahead and turn north.
Let's turn north.
Time to line up with the runway before you lose too much altitude. Retract the speed brake and make sure flaps are neutral by pressing F5. Go ahead and dump your ballast if you haven't already. Turn the chrome handles on the right side of the cockpit.
Okay, so we have to landing. I don't listen the which runway we have to landing. I guess that is the right one. So we are entering the traffic pattern in downwind lag of runway. I can read it from here, which is the runway over there. Let's set the spoilers again. Landing gear down. Turn to the base lag and after final approach. Okay, just start. Turn left. Oh my god, it's right here, there, runway 12. My god, then don't know where I am. Runway 12, which I want, which is the runway 12. For sure it's not that. Now I know which is the 12 runway. Okay, we can correct that. I think. Right turn. Oh, perfect. No, I don't know if we are in the right runway.
Touchdown. Now keep the wings level as long as possible. Very nice. Great flight today.
Yeah, and that's all, guys. We finished this mission 7, I guess, if I'm not wrong. I hope you enjoyed. If you like it, subscribe and let your comment for suggestions. And I don't know if you will landing at the right runway. I think not. But okay, no problem. Bye.